Hey guys, Dave with Airspool here, and some of you are shocked to learn that we have a 5-year guarantee with our solar hybrid mini splits like this one shown here. And so how and why is this possible? Well, we have a platform in which we're not just shipping you a pre-charged or pre-vacuumed line set and then making you do the electric, figure out your own power cord and figuring out threading through the communication control wires. We do everything for you before we ship, all right? So the advantage of that is probably some units in this warehouse, some are going to ship when we get them, there maybe have some defect, right? If there's a defect, where should we find out where the defect is, now or when you get it? It's expensive if we ship it out of here. For other companies too, if they ship something that doesn't work, it's taxing on you. It's expensive for them to resolve the problem. It's a waste of your time, potentially your time is your money and your effort. And so we don't want you to have any of those problems. So what we do, we actually test the unit here before we ship it out to you. So we have it, it's solar hybrid. We run it on solar by taking these cords here, these are the actual cords you're getting on your system. We connect it to the bottom of this isolator here. So this is the actual isolator you're getting. These are the actual cords you're getting. We don't test these, so we're a little leap of faith on those. We put these in the other cords we already have coming from the roof, because that would be a little bit of a stretch. But we do visually inspect them to make sure the MC4 connectors look okay. Again, because when you plug in your solar, we want it to work for you. And then in terms of so these are solar hybrids, so when it's not sunny, sun goes down, we pre-wire this power cord here, plug it in 115 volt power, you're up and running. You don't need to say, oh, did I ground this right? I don't really know what I'm doing. If you're not an experienced installer and don't have a lot of experience with this type of thing, perfect for us. That's what we're focused on you, right? Because most people don't, and some people like to tinker. If you like to, even if, we have actually a lot of contractors that get our units, and they get them that are already pre-installed like this. Why? Because their person out in the field, if they're having to pay them for 3 hours of work, it's simpler to just have us do all that for them as well. So it doesn't really matter your level of expertise. If you used a vacuum pump and gauges 3 years ago and maybe still have them, do you really want to deal with all that again and possible leak? We have nitrogen tanks here, so we do a pressure test to make sure everything's sealed up well. We vacuum, do the vacuum test, then we release the refrigerant. All that, if you don't do it on a daily basis, you might make a mistake, okay? Because leaks are the #1 problem probably for mini splits. So when you get it, it's going to be, you twist together these, you know that the valves are not going to leak because everything's been tested ahead of time. All right, and then this condensate hose, again, most units you're going to get, this will not be connected. We, again, pre-install everything, and it's installed such that the water is going to flow directly. It's not going to flow down your wall. And then the communication control wires here. Again, we have pre-wired these, and you just connected your communication control wire. So instead of threading through the wire back here, doing it all in order, hopefully on the indoor and outdoor unit, any problems that are going to happen, 95 probably plus % of the problems we're going to find in here before we ship it to you. Okay, after that, first month, first week, when you first set up, that's probably when most of the problems are. We have staff here that can answer and address your questions, okay? The first year guarantee we call our buy and try guarantee. So we actually will pay for we'll give you all your money back. We'll even give you the UPS labels to ship back here if you're not absolutely delighted with the unit. Okay, for years 2 through 5, that's where the guarantee is, the functionality guarantee. So we're going to make sure that this unit works for you. If instead of like other parts warranties, part warranty companies, oh, the compressor seems to be out. Really? Who's looked at it? Who's assessed it? Is the compressor really out? Do you know what you're doing? We will walk through and again, we want your unit to be fixed with the least amount of your time effort possible. So we have on-site folks to be able to assess what's going on, and our role will be to get it up and running as quickly as possible. If we can't get it done remotely, even using this app here, which will show. This is the other thing with this app here. You're able to see once the network error, please check, goes away. So if you share this with us, we can see what's going on with the unit, and potentially it's something simple. And so that's the remote diagnostics, another advantage of the app. And that app, by the way, you can schedule to run the unit anytime. You'll be able to see your solar savings, etc. But it's also useful as a diagnostics tool. So yes, functionality, we're going to make sure that this is going to run for you for the next 5 years. And again, why are we doing this? Because if you're happy, we tend to get referrals. We tend to get good reviews. If you check our reviews, you'll see that they're pretty stellar. And we want to keep this trend going because that means more business for us. And it just seems right to us that we don't, we're consumers here as well. And just to have a lot of rigmarole to go through and friction to get something solved, we're trying to avoid as much of this as possible. If we can't easily fix it remotely, but we have the expertise in-house to know which half is bad, we can just ship you out the bad half, right? Because everything is the same way. Everything is twist to connect. It's also twist to disconnect. So we'll send you out a good half. You send us back the bad half, and then you'll be back and running. If we cannot solve the problem, we're going to ask for the unit back. We're going to give you a refund, and hopefully that seems fair to you. So Airspool, check out Airspool on YouTube. Appropriately enough, the channel is called Airspool. And give us a comment. Maybe talk about your experiences if you've got a mini split in the past from someone other than Airspool. You can say what your experience was. We're curious what your experience was in terms of if you had a bad part, how easy it was to get that solved. And our goal is we want you to be as happy as possible. So comments, thumbs up maybe, subscriptions. Thanks for your time.